You ugly fat bitch. All the Jews are gonna die.
Wow. Anti-Semitism and
Boom, they're gonna explode because they're
so
all evil. So
that's
same with the
that's
Palestinians.
that's why
Same.
you're anonymous on the internet because you don't want to be held accountable for the disgusting things you say. Yeah. So people don't use their real names online. Yeah. Because then they would have a job, a school to go to, maybe even a house, maybe their girlfriends, their wives, maybe their mothers would ground them for life. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Hawaii.
And what's your ethnicity?
I'm Latina.
And what's your religion?
I was raised Catholic.
Okay, I just want to say one thing before you start. Someone said I'm anonymous. I am so not anonymous, okay? You can literally Google me, Instagram me, even Facebook me if you really want to be a stalker. I mean, you can literally, like, literally, my family is literally on the internet. Like, you can look up everything about me if you literally want to be that much of a stalker. So, really, Andrea is not anonymous, okay? I'm a real person with a real name. I mean, you're all real here to be actually factual. You're just hiding behind an anonymity and fake profile names and fake pictures. But I'm actually here being accountable for what I say, showing my real face, showing my real name. So let's just get that straight. Okay. Hi, what would you like to say about Israel Palestine?
I don't even know how I got on here. I just wanted to see your views on this.
I mean, well, when you get up here, you say your views. So what do you think? What's your thoughts? I mean, you're not, what did you say your ethnicity was again?
I'm Latina,
Okay. So well, I'm just curious, which country?
Puerto Rico.
Okay, so I'm just curious, why do you care about this conflict? Because you're not Jewish, Palestinian, Israeli. Um, yeah, why do you care? I'm just curious.
I don't know much about it, but I think that from what I see, it just seems wrong. It
What
just seems wrong that Israel, like, I don't know much about it, so maybe you can educate me about it, but
so it seems wrong that Israel's trying to defend itself?
yeah, just how hard they go against Palestine or how hard they go
First
against
of
the other
all,
group.
okay, first of all, I think there's a really great video on my link tree that you should watch. It's Benny Morris interviewing Israeli historian who's not always been so pro-Israel. I mean, he's pro-Israel, he's pro-Palestinian, depending on what opinion you listen to of his. But what I'm saying is he's fair. He tells the truth. But the point is, his name is Benny Morris, and the first 30 minutes of their interview is him telling the history of Israel Palestine from 1880 to present. So I think you should watch that video. It's on YouTube. I have a link to it in my link tree. I have a lot of Israel Palestine resources on my link tree. That's the link in my bio. So you understand the history. There's never been a Palestinian state or country. The reason why people call it Palestine is because Palestine is a region that was named by the Romans and the Greeks. It's a region that has, if you look up in Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the definition of Palestine, it's a region with changing and disputed boundaries, right? At one point, it included Lebanon, Syria, Israel, um, the West Bank, uh, Gaza, Jordan, and those boundaries have shrunk and changed, and people believe it includes this, it doesn't include that, and depending who you talk to. But it's a region. It's never been a state or a country run by the Palestinians or anybody else, for that matter, right? The British mandate, the British had a mandate there that never made it into a country. The Ottomans, it was part of the Ottoman Empire. The Byzantines just occupied it. They never made it in the country. The Palestinians have never had a country there. The only people who ever had any kind of country there were the Jews, who had the state of Israel um, currently, and had the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judea back 2,000 years ago, right? So that's the thing. Like, I think people need to understand the history and understand that, and kingdoms were like countries. But the point is that nobody else has really had a state or a country there. People occupied it, but they never made it to state or countries. And the Palestinians never had sovereignty over it. They've lived there, they've had houses there, but they've never had sovereignty or had a state or country in the place. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I think
It's not
somebody
where I'm
said, can
coming
you
from. It's not
bring
where I'm coming, ma'am.
what
It's not where
Jesus?
I'm coming from. It's historical facts. It's part of what the Palestinians would call their struggle, right? But it's of their own making because they've had plenty of opportunities to create their own state. Because in 1947, when the partition plan happened, they could have gotten a state and half the land with no strings attached. Since 1967, they've been offered several two-state solutions. They had strings attached, but they could have gotten a two-state solution several times. So that's the thing. Like, they've had plenty of opportunities to create their own state, and they've turned them down because they've wanted all the land. They haven't wanted to share the land. So that's the thing. As long as they have this river to the sea narrative, they're never ever going to have their own state because they're never going to get all the land. There's never going to be a one-state Palestinian state. It's just never going to happen.
Okay. Could you accept Chandler? I think he is very knowledgeable.
I'm not accepting somebody else while you're here, and I'm not. I don't want to talk to Chandler. I don't want to argue. I'm not arguing with that teenager.
What did he do?
Huh?
What did he do to you?
I'm not here to talk about Chandler. Do you have any of your own opinions, or are you just here?
I don't know much. I just wanted to hear your opinion. And I don't know. I just was kind of informing myself yesterday about everything going on. And
I don't even see what you care, right? You're not Israeli. You're not Palestinian.
You still have an opinion or want to learn about it.
You have the right. People have the right to have an opinion about anything. But what I'm
very Israeli either.
What I'm saying to you is, I'm Jewish, right? I'm Jewish, so I'm connected to this, right? This is my people, right? This is not your people. What I'm saying to you is, I don't know why you don't care about Congo or Yemen or Syria instead of not your people either. But I'm just saying the fact that you've latched onto this random conflict that is connected to you at all. You're Puerto Rican, right? Isn't there a lot of stuff going on in Puerto Rico? Why don't you concern yourself with Puerto Rico instead of Israel?
Wow, you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm telling you that a lot of stuff, from what I understand, Puerto Rico's had its share of problems. So why don't you care about Puerto Rico instead of caring about Israel-Palestine? Why don't you do a live about the problems in Puerto Rico? I'm just saying, I've heard that they've suffered, which is awful. I don't want to see anybody suffering. So what I'm saying to you is, instead of latching onto a conflict,
I have a feeling you
5,000 miles away, it has nothing to do with you. Why?
It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you. Look at you. You're like a white,
ma'am. I'm
Jewish. You do look like you are from.
Ma'am.
Where are you from?
This is my people. This is not your
people. You do not look like you are from Palestine. You don't not look like you're from the Middle East.
This is my people. This is my people. You can gaslight me all you want, but this is my people. How many Israelis do you actually know?
I'm sure if I took a DNA test, I could. It would come back that I have .07.
Shut the fuck up. I've actually been to Israel.
Shit.
I'm
sure if I took a DNA test,
I've actually been to Israel. I actually am Jewish, and actually, a lot of my friends are Israeli, and I've actually known Palestinians. How many do you know? How much is Israel part of your life? Zero. You just found out about this yesterday. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Don't even start with me. It's not my struggle. It's not your struggle. Okay, I'll let Chandler up here for 1 second. Yes, Chandler. Chandler, let's introduce himself again. Chandler, where are you from, Chandler?
Tennessee.
Huh? And what's your ethnicity?
I'm white.
So your parents are European?
Yeah.
And your religion is Christianity?
Yeah.
You're the Christian kid. Okay. So what is you said you called me out on Israel because you're such an expert, because I know young people know everything about everything. They think they're experts and everything.
I'm not an expert at all.
Hold on, Chandler, I have a question. Have you ever been to Israel? Oh yeah, you claimed you went when you were 14. I remember that story now. You went when you were 14, so now you have these great memories from when you were a teenager. Oh, they were bad memories, because I remember you.
I never said I had a good memory. You just asked me if I ever went. I said I went on a mission trip.
You went when you were 14 on a mission trip, and now you've decided that Israel doesn't like Christians. Even though they really,
that's not my claim.
No, but you said that last time. You said that Israel doesn't like Christians, even though they do. And I went in recently, and I saw how well Israel treats Christians.
So you asked me for my position, so can I take my position?
Which is not so long ago, because you're so young. And you claim, even though you went on a mission trip, and the Christians went on a mission trip there because they love Israel so much, but you're claiming that Israel doesn't like Christians. And I went recently.
I claim my position?
And I saw, let me just finish. I saw the Christians worshiping freely, having a great time, loving Israel. And Christians are in Israel right now doing volunteer work, helping Israel, visiting. They're going there for Christmas. So I just want to point out to you that your points are kind of like...
Well, I just wanted to say something, because you told that young lady that since she's not Palestinian or Israeli, then her opinion doesn't matter. But I, as a Christian...
I didn't say that. I did not say that. You're misquoting me.
You asked why she cares.
You're misquoting me. I said that everybody has the right to their opinion. Just like in this live, I let anybody have an opinion here, right? I let all different kinds of people speak in this live. I just don't understand why people care so much about this conflict when they're not connected to it. Like, I don't care about Congo because I'm not from Congo, right? Why should I care? It's not my conflict, right?
Well, that's
Like,
what
I don't listen. Let me just finish. She's Puerto Rican, right? There's a lot going on in Puerto Rico. In my humble opinion, I think she should concern herself more with what's going on with her own people than concerning herself with Israel because she probably knows zero Israelis in person. Like if her best friend was Israeli, I'd be like, okay, I understand why you're concerned. But I doubt her best friend is Israeli, right? Like she's got no connection to this. She's not Israeli. She's not Jewish. She's not Palestinian. Like she said she just learned about this like yesterday. Why is she so concerned with this, right? Again, like it's not her conflict. I don't understand why random people are so attached to this conflict rather than anything else in the world. There's a famine in Yemen. There's like a serious situation
Can
happening.
I state my position?
There's people suffering in Congo. There's people suffering in Puerto Rico. There's people suffering in the United States. There's talking about Christians. I used to sign up to Voice of the Martyrs when I was Christian. Talk about all the Christians being persecuted all over the world. Not in Israel, but all over the world.
So can I make my position?
Care about that? No, I'm just pointing out to you that like there's other situations that people need to care about that nobody cares about because everybody's focused on Israel Palestine. Like that spread the worry around.
So can I actually state my position yet?
But do you know why everybody cares about Israel Palestine? Because no Jews, no news. Whenever it involves Jews, everybody's like, oh my God, we're going to hyper focus on this.
So can I actually make my position yet?
Well, go ahead. I know. The expert on Israel is going to go ahead and speak.
I'm not an expert, so I don't support Palestine. I'm just anti-Israel. So you can't use the whole conflict thing on me. So if you look in the Bible,
you don't support. I gotta repeat this. You don't support. First of all, there's no Palestinian state or country, but you don't support Palestine, the Palestinians, whatever. But you're just anti-Israel. Who do you support then?
my problem came before the whole Hamas conflict. I hate Israel.
Age group? Can you please say age group? Your problem came before the whole age group conflict. So you just don't like Israel because why?
Oh, you can look. This goes back to, like I said, I'm a Christian, which is why I said this is a Christian matter. You can go back and look at what Jesus said. He said, "If you are the son."
We're not getting into religion, dude.
You're asking my position.
Dude. We don't discuss religion here because there's Muslims here, Jews here, Christians here, and who knows what else.
It's a Jewish state. The whole.
Dude. I don't get it, dude. Okay, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disconnect you. We don't talk. I'm Jewish, and I rarely talk about Judaism here. We don't get into religious debates. By the way, Jesus was a Jew who loved Judea. So if you're going to be like Jesus bashed Israel, sorry, we're not doing that here. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, bye-bye.